Sagan.
Well, hey guys, Danny back for another video, and today I am being joined with my dad, Scott. Say hi.
Hi.
Right now we're using my GoPro, and we are doing...
Sorry, I got distracted.
Okay. Well, by the title of the video, you were probably able to tell that we're doing a video on Green Arrow's draw weight. Now, Green Arrow is obviously a fictional character. He's a superhero who's in the DC Comics. Apparently he was designed by George Pape, right? Pep?
I don't know, I can't read that far away. Let me see where you are.
Right here, man.
Now you have a cursor in the way. Scoot over, I'm an old man. Oh, Pep.
Okay.
Ah, Pappy.
And he first appeared in More Fun Comics, number 73, in November 1941. Apparently that's what the internet tells us. So,
He's older than Grandpa.
yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about his draw weight. And over on another website it says apparently his draw weight is 125 pounds. Now, is that a possible draw weight in real life?
I think in real life it could be a slightly possible draw weight. I mean, I'd be afraid of him. Cameron Hanes is a popular bow hunter. His draw weight's only 70 pounds, and he's a stinking beast. He's got muscles the size of my waist. We know that proper form dictates that you draw a bow with your back muscles more than your biceps or shoulders. Cameron's a big dude. Green Arrow's not all that big. He's big, but not that big. I don't know, 125 pounds would be slightly possible. I'd call it plausible.
Okay, then, and on the website it also shows Hawkeye's draw weight, which is about 150 pounds. Which
250 pounds, look.
Yeah, 250 pounds. Which I think in the movie, doesn't look like it's that draw weight.
No, on set he's probably really drawing 20 or 25 pounds just so he can draw it repeatedly and shoot. But 250 pounds is a decent crossbow, and great big guys are pulling that back with two hands and a stringer.
Almost like Goku needs to need help with it.
Again, fictional characters, but man, in real life, 250 pound bow, yeah, it's not happening.
And then with the CW show, Arrow, Green Arrows, how much do you think that draw poundage is probably?
He's probably still really only drawing 25 or 30 pounds for the movie, or for the show, and just so he can draw and shoot repeatedly.
And what about his recurve?
It's still, I mean, a decent recurve is still only 50 or 60 pounds, 70 pounds maybe.
So about...
But he's probably only shooting 25, 30 pounds.
How high can a custom-made compound go?
Well, regular compounds or general draw weight is up to 70 pounds, 70, 75 pounds. If you really customize it, make some strong custom strings and super strong limbs, you probably no limit to it.
So therefore it's probably possible that you can actually get about...
Yeah, drawing with one hand, 250 pounds.
And what's the highest draw weight that anyone has ever pulled and drawn?
Good question. I say Cameron Hanes, he's a pretty big dude. He's pulling 70 pounds, which is top end of the scale.
So, anyone else that you remember that's good at archery?
Another YouTube channel, New Sensei, he only pulls like 50, 55 pounds, but he's a Olympic recurve shooter. He's a small dude.
And what about recurves?
That's what he shoots. He shoots
For
a
about
recurve,
the highest.
55 pounds.
What's the highest for recurves?
I don't know, maybe 70. You might be able to get up to 70 pounds, but there's no real reason to. You don't need it for hunting. Stop. You don't need it for hunting. You certainly don't need it for target archery. California Fish and Wildlife website says you only need like 45 pounds or 40 pounds for hunting.
Yeah.
And like a 200 grain arrow, something like that, so it's not a whole lot. In real life, you're not really far away from whatever you're shooting. Pete, cut it out. We're not asking you.
The dog thinks he knows everything. So, what about for long bows?
It'd be the same as a recurve.
Cannon.
Okay, Cameron, you got him pulled up there. He's been on, I think he's been on Demolition Ranch. He's been on a couple of, like Tailflater Mouse, a few times.
Okay, then, so about, gonna about look up.
Look up drop weight for a recurve or something. Or I mean drop weight, draw weight.
Okay then.
Lunch of Champions.
Showing them my drink?
This is Lunch of Mental Maniacs, Sour Patch Candy.
Not that sour.
Tastes like old jockstrap.
What the?
No H in weight. Look what you're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Psycho.
Yeah, I have the tripod in my face. For about, go for all bows. Just go for a recurve.
Yes.
Okay, then, so pulling up recurve bow, the draw weight for it. We didn't ask you.
See, look, 60 pounds seems to be.
So we're looking at them right now, and
And you got some of these comic book guys shooting like long bows and recurves, supposedly 250 pounds. That's, yeah, not going to happen. That's just a solid steel bow to give you that kind of energy.
then my friend at school said apparently he made his own recurve out of PVC pipe and paracord, which is about like 100 or something pounds.
Yeah, it depends on a recurve and a long bow. It depends on your draw length to get your weight, because if you pull back only a little bit, you're not bending the bow very much, so you're obviously going to have much less draw weight. If you pull it back a lot more because you're a taller guy with longer arms, then you're going to have a higher draw weight. Typical for a PVC or a self bow, they call them, is 60, 70 pounds. And that would be super high, and you'd have to pull it back really far.
And then so
Oliver Queen, I taught him everything he knows.
no, he learned it all on an
I was
island.
there, I taught him on the island. Martial arts and archery.
Okay, and so his origins about as a young child, his hero. So then read this one, this part right here. As a young child, Oliver idolized his hero, Robin Hood, which is pretty cool. Probably makes sense why he wears a hoodie, right? A green hoodie. And some of the other versions of Green Arrow, he looks like the old Robin Hood. Chewbacca. So right now I'm trying to look for his height and weight.
Which you need to calculate his draw length as his arm span. Fingertip to fingertip.
So,
Bunch of half-naked guys, that's not Green Arrow.
only the actor. Okay, then let's go for how tall he is. So, oh wait, why did I skip that?
I don't know, nobody even knows who that is.
The actor for,
Nobody's ever 6'1".
so the actor for Green Arrow is 6'1". So,
I had a girlfriend that was 6'1".
well, how would you say about?
Her arm span was
Oh, baby.
almost my height, because I'm 5'4". Her arm span was somewhere in the neighborhood of probably, I don't know, look up, let's see if we can figure this out.
Time for some science stuff.
Time for some Google stuff.
Google. Don't play with knives, kids. Don't play with knives.
I'm guessing her arm span was close to 5 feet.
Then the guy that plays Red Arrow, Green Arrow's sidekick, the guy is about 5'9". Which he is about Coulson Haynes, I guess.
Okay, so let's pretend conservatively that his arm span is 6 feet. So we're going to convert it into inches.
Get some sciencey stuff.
72.
Oh yeah, I also have some more
2.5.
episodes in store for plan.
So he would theoretically have about a 29-inch draw length.
That's pretty nice. So, therefore, how
And
much
probably a little longer. His draw length is probably closer to 32 inches because his wingspan or fingertip to fingertip is probably longer than his height.
So the draw weight would probably
Draw weight doesn't. If he shoots a compound bow, when he shoots a compound bow, his draw length doesn't affect his draw weight
So-
much.
for his recurve. The draw weight would probably be
Depends on the bow. If bows are typically in a generic spectrum rated at 28-inch draw, which means at 6'1" he could certainly pull a full draw. So let's pretend like realistically he's shooting, say, an Olympic recurve, because he shoots some pretty fancy crap. So let's say he's shooting 72 to 75 pounds. Why?
so. Bringing up a couple pictures of Olympic recurve, which they look pretty fancy.
And add stabilizers and
So
sights.
let's go for this one. Looks like it could be pretty good. Like, what's the difference?
show he's shooting 20 pounds, 30 pounds maybe, just so he can keep shooting again and again without wearing his sorry behind out, because he's got to go drink mocha lattes and have his nails done and stuff and drive his Mercedes home, and he can't be too tired and sweaty.
And watch TV on 3 TVs. Which, for those of you who don't follow Stephen Emile on Instagram, he posts a whole bunch of nice stuff on his page. Which I follow him on Instagram. I don't know if you do.
I never heard of him in my life, although I've seen all of the Green Arrow shows and stuff.
So, theoretically, what do you think it would be in the show?
Theoretically, his real draw weight on a recurve probably be around 70 pounds. Olympic recurve draw weight. Look it up. I think they're around 72 pounds, somewhere like that.
Right now, he's looking up the Olympic recurve draw weight. So, for an Olympic recurve draw weight, the minimum weight is about 37 and
yeah, but
45 pounds.
In the Olympics, say 50 pounds. They're shooting in the Olympics. They're shooting at a 120 centimeter target from about 100 yards away. They're shooting around 65 or 70 pounds. They're 120 centimeters, almost 4 feet wide, roughly. So the center bullseye, the 10 ring of the target, is about the size of a coffee cup. Pretty much that. From 100 yards away, 300 feet away, distance of a football field. So it looks small from that far away. 125-pound draw weight, maybe, slight possibility. 250-pound draw weight, somebody is on crack. Again, fictional characters, they can make his draw weight 1,000 pounds, doesn't matter, because he's a fake character in a fake universe on a fake Earth, and it's all for fun. And I like Green Arrow better than Hawkeye anyhow. Hawkeye has terrible form.
Green Arrow has style points. So, I guess that concludes the episode of Theory Series. So,
Theory series. That's fun to say.
So,
I've
yeah,
said it too many times.
Try saying Theory Series 5 times fast.
Theory series 5 times fast. Nailed it.
Well, that concludes this episode of Theory Series. Thank you guys for watching, and please do so, and go ahead and leave a like, and comment, and subscribe to join the family. Thank you very much for joining, and peace out. Love you guys.
Deuces.